Yeah. You're now tuned in to the podcast, Talking Nothing with Red. Yeah, they be talking a lot.
Yo, what up, everybody, and welcome back to Talk None Podcast, episode number 4. Look, before we get into this episode, man, I just want to say this. Thank you for everybody who liked, shared, subscribed. I started off with 48 subscribers. I'm at 53. Thank you. And my last short, I just seen 1.6K views. Thank you all so much for everybody who liked, shared, subscribed. Means the world to me. If you just listening or seeing me, thank you for being here. If you returning, thank you also. Nervous, but enjoying myself. So this episode, man, look, we're gonna talk about military, life in the military. I actually want to turn this podcast into more of a, like, have veterans on also to talk, have a veteran spotlight, because we get overlooked a lot. We get overlooked a lot. And here, I know it's a lot of podcasts that do portray veterans and tell their stories. I want to give you the normal people story. The people who just did normal things daily, where the military was their outlet, if that makes sense. So, why am I talking about this, you may ask? Look, this is not for praise. It's not for highlight reels. It's not for thank you for your service, which I truly do appreciate. It's just about me speaking about life in the military and what it can do to you if you don't take care of yourself. Um, the military is one team, one fight, which if you was in, that's one word that we hate. One team, one fight. One person do something, everybody get in trouble. So you have to think about that also. In my first episode, when I talk about how the military makes you numb, to the fact of everything, also like things like that. And I know they're like, why you joined in? Look, I won't change nothing I did in the military. It gave me a great life for my wife, for my daughters, for my family. I wouldn't change anything. I would just change moments. But when you're in the military, people don't see you for who you were. You know, like everybody always think I'm supposed to still be red. I'm not that no more. The military changed me. It makes you numb. It makes you question things that you shouldn't question. It makes you look at things different. Your situational awareness is different. And this is no knock to civilians. Y'all just won't understand. Being in the military, your attention to detail is way much more. Um, you pay attention more to details than civilians. And this is no knock to them. This is just my opinion. Um, bro, listen, I'm trying to because I don't want to say anything bad, like, you know what I'm saying, like about the military, because I still do work for them. If you was wondering, I was in the Air Force, not the Army. I am pretty smart. But what is military life really like, you ask? Hurry up and wait. You ever went to the grocery store and you just waited? That's not a good analogy. Hurry up and wait. Here a good analogy. How about when you got to show up 8 hours to the PAX terminal to fly out and your plane don't leave? So you just laying down on your duffel bag all day in the sun or trying to get shade or trying to do something. Just hurry up and wait. You hurry up waiting to hear from home. That is the main thing. Listen, people, and this is no knock to nobody. people in the military who take leave, you got to think about it. You don't understand to take leave in the military. You got to understand how many people are trying to take leave at that same time. Everybody can't be out. So when that person take leave and travel across the country to come home, it's only right that you try to make it to see that person. You don't understand what a person has to do in the military to try to come home just to visit? You have no clue if you're not in the military. It takes a lot, a lot. Then people get upset with, oh, well, he didn't come see me or she didn't come see me. They always go, you don't understand, man. Like, y'all, it's no knock to nobody. It just, hell, it's even tiring just to try to put your leave in to go home. You know how many signatures? Imagine you got to get 5 to 10 signatures just to say you can go home to see your mama. Come on, man. And you think when I get home, I'm gonna travel around to see everybody, or it's just not physically possible. It's not. It seems like when you're in the military, you do more on leave than you actually do at home, than you do at work. And I'm gonna tell you a real military person. They don't say clothes. They say civilian clothes. I still say civilian clothes. But yeah, I mean, listen, yeah, please just go see them people. Just make it your. If you can't see them, it's okay. Just call them like, yo, I can't see you. They gonna understand. I promise you. But they can't make it to see everybody. And you then like you call like, oh, you don't ever answer the phone. Motherfucker, he sleep. You know, like bro, you don't understand staying up for 16 hours. If you security forces, you got to show to work 2 hours ahead of time. Imagine that, civilians. Imagine your boss tell you that you got to come to work an hour and a half early to 2 hours early. And then when you get off, you got another hour and a half. How would you feel? Tell me. Let me know in the comments. Most of y'all probably be like, hell no, I ain't doing that. But then you got people who gonna say, well, you joined the military, you know what you was getting into. Yeah, we not complaining. It's civilians who could be complaining. Like, be for real. Just being honest. So, um, deployments. Deployments are fun. You have people who skate, but I did my fair share of deployments. Been lit everywhere. Um, I got my GWAT. So if you don't know what a GWAT is, too young. And if she don't know what a GWAT is, player, she too young for you. But deployments are cool, man. They just don't start when you leave, man. Look, they start a year in advance because you know. And you preparing yourself, preparing your family. Sometimes, hell, I got short task deployments where they tell you, like, look, you got 24 hours. Pack your bags because you leaving. Um, Imagine you have to detach from your spouse, your kids, your family, all that. You have to detach from that. If you're not detached from that, on deployments, you're not gonna make it. You're not. You're not. You're gonna start counting the days. Days gonna start moving slow, and it's gonna be horrible. Um, so it sucks, but then people wonder by veterans to get back, and they so detached from normal life when they get back from deployments because you have to detach, man. Like, because you never know what's gonna happen to you. The worst time that one of the worst feelings I ever felt, because my first deployment, I was 19. 19. Check this picture out right here of me. I was 19. And I had to go do a wheel. 19 years old making a wheel. And what stuck in my head that I never forget is when they ask you if you have to live on life support or excuse my language, or you what people call them somebody take care of you. I don't want to say that word, but anyway, you know what I mean. And it's so hard to say, no, I don't want to live like that, or no, this person has the right to say, I don't want to live. So, I mean, you got to think about that. Veterans, like you, I'm 37. I did that when I was 19 and still remember it. Things stick with you. And I mean, it get tough. It get tough, and every deployment changes you a little bit. It changes you. You come back a different person because it's a different time, going to a different location, different people. I mean, I done seen people getting sent home, people break down, people lose relationships, um, people lose themselves, you know. But one thing I can say about that is the brotherhood is deep, man. Like I still got people from deployments that I consider cool. You know what I'm saying? That I can reach out to. And that's the good thing about deployments because you with this person for 7 months on the time and you get to know them. Not saying that you like everybody, but you get to know them. And it's hard, but like I said, you get detached and the military creates a switch in your head where you switch things on, switch things off. Your situation awareness is totally different. It is 100 times magnified. And you have to think about, like, for example, me and my wife went to Vegas, went to a club. And in the club, you had to get on the elevator to go up. And that was the only way out. And it was a big club. I mean, they had stairs, but no, man, like situational awareness, that's horrible. That is any military person tell you either you leave early or you don't go. And we only stay about 45 minutes to an hour because that's if you don't have situational awareness like that, and I'm not paranoid, I just know anything can happen at any moment. And I know most people or spouses like, why are you always on edge? Why are you always doing that? That's the military. They teach you to be on edge. You have to be ready, bruh. And I'm talking about the time that I came in from 2006 to 2021. You have that's when the wars look. I was in all operation Inherent Resolve. Um, oh man, Enduring Freedom, and it was the other one. And I got my certificates, my ribbons to back that up. But like I said, it your situation awareness become automatic. Like you gonna pick out things that most civilians won't. The sounds, the movements. I mean, exits. I mean, it's crazy. And like I said, when you come home, it's the hardest part, man. Trying to get back in the daily life with your wife, your kids. If you're a spouse out there, please just give them time. If you're a veteran, give your spouse time because it does take time to get back together and get things back normal. You got to think about it. You went 7 to 8 months without seeing, touching, doing the normal thing. So now you used to doing one thing, they used to doing another, and yeah, and but I say this though, in the military, the hardest part was the transition. Getting out, they don't have anything set up for veterans. And it's so sad that you have all these veterans who not making it just because they don't have nobody. Man, look at the VA system. You know what? I'm 100% disabled. I don't even use the VA system because it's so horrible. Then they form you out. Like, where is this? Where is they talk about doing all this for veterans, but where is it? Where is it? I'm being seriously. That's why like you have all these veterans on the streets and doing this and doing that. Where is this? Where's these funds for these veterans going? Is when you get out the military, it's just like, okay, thank you, boom. That's why I tell people. You want to know what's gonna happen to all your stuff in the military when you get out? It's gonna end up in a box. in your shed or your garage. And the only thing that you're going to have is your family, your friends, and your health. I promise you. The military was here in 1947. It's going to be here when you long after you gone. Take care of yourself. And it just sucks that when you get out, hell, even when you in, you have no outlet. You just can't. Man, look, do better, government. Do better for the veterans. Um, teach you how to survive in environments. Oh, you going through something, depression, anxiety, you gonna survive. Then most people, why vet? Why are you talking to yourself? That's how I survive. And if you're a veteran, you know. But this is my message. Take care of yourself. Love your kids, love your spouse. What is he, she, them, they, her, we. They going through stuff too. I didn't notice or realize it till I got out, and man, spouses, they take on a lot, especially when the member gone. And to my veterans out there, take care of yourself. Like seriously. Like it's important that you hear. And if you don't feel like that, you can talk to somebody, please message me. I'm nobody, but I'm somebody who will listen. And talking matters. It don't erase what happened. It just lets you just helps you. It just only veterans will understand. And this is no knock to civilians. No knock. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know half the things that civilians know because I joined when I was 18 to 36. So if you ever need somebody to listen, or you don't have the right words, or you don't understand everything, sometimes just listening is enough. And that's what I'm here. And if you're a veteran and if you served, you ain't weak, bruh. Well, sis, you ain't. You didn't hear that too many times in your life as a kid, as a service member, as a veteran. You ain't weak. Whoever calling you that just don't understand. And if you ever going through something, please, hashtag 988. Reach out. Reach out to me. And I just want to say this. If this episode meant anything to you, just please share it to somebody. I know I'm talking nothing again, but I hope you're listening and I hope you understood. And man, it is nice being a veteran though. VA checks don't lie. But thank you for listening to Talk None Podcast. This was Life in the Military, just a little short episode. Over my duration of this, you're gonna start really understanding who I am and my time in the military. I just want to. This was just on my head. I watched the military movie, so I figured I'd just come and just say life in the military a little bit. I know most of y'all don't care, but some of y'all do. But if you are a veteran and you want to come on the show, you want to come talk to me, please do. Call me. Other than that, make sure you like, follow, share, subscribe, and thank you for listening to Talk None.